So I don't know how normal this is, but do you ever find that you get random thoughts in your head like that don't even make sense, bro? Like it's so mad. Sometimes I just catch myself daydreaming or random scenarios would come into my head when I'm just like, how the hell did that pop into my head? So, for example, we went to this is so funny, man. We went to Mount Snowdon recently, right? And whilst I was like packing to go there, a thought came into my head, like I literally seen myself like fall off the mountain. It's so weird. Like I literally had that scenario in my head where, right, I've fallen off the mountain and that's it. I've died, and I'm just like, what on earth? And I like had to stop and be like, what on earth is going on? Like, why am I thinking like that? And growing up, random situations with like people, or you just have like random thoughts where people are, against you, or certain scenarios play out in your head, right? And I've realized that all those thoughts are literally anxious thoughts. Those thoughts are what we can call anxious thoughts, and we have to label them as anxious thoughts. So whenever I now get those thoughts, it is literally a case of like stepping back, realizing that, wow, that's an anxious thought, and almost like throwing it into a box that is like an anxious box you can label. So this all comes with like meditation practice. When you meditate, you find that you're increasing mindfulness in yourself, and you realize that actually thoughts are something that you can't control. You have so many hundreds of thoughts coming in and out during the day at random times of the day. So what we can do is, you have two boxes almost. Box number one, thoughts that serve me. Box number two, does not serve me, thoughts that do not serve me. So whenever we get an anxious thought, whenever we get a thought that, it's okay, this is not good, it's one of doubting yourself, it's one of like anxiety, or one where you view yourself in a bad light, you simply take that thought, throw it into the does not serve me bin. And any other thought that does serve you, where you get a good thought of like positive self-image, positivity, people feeling happy, you feeling content and happy, which matters the most, you get that thought and throw it into the does serve me pile. That way, what we're doing is we're programming ourselves to like get rid of the thoughts that don't serve us, and accept and welcome the thoughts that do serve us. But this honestly was so common for me, and even now, whenever it still happens, but it's like now differentiating between the anxious thoughts and the non-anxious thoughts. But it's definitely something that you can get over and can deal with. Don't let your thoughts control you. Don't let your emotions control you. You have to be the one in control. You're the one in the driver's seat. When we take our gas off the pedal, we lose control. We take our hands off the steering wheel, we lose control. So it's almost like these doubts and these anxious thoughts are distractions that will make us take our hands off the steering wheel, which is why we've got to deal with them accordingly. We've got to keep our hands on the steering wheel, and when we get these thoughts, label them as anxious thoughts, recognize that they are anxious thoughts, instead of just going deep into them and like getting lost into them, which is what would happen to me. You like get lost into that thought, and before you know it, you're like, bloody hell, like where the hell, where am I? Like where have I gone? So yeah, keep your hands on the steering wheel. When you get that thought, recognize that it's an anxious thought, and simply throw it into the does not serve me bin, and then move on with your day. Don't even worry about it after that. Like, don't contemplate or dwell onto it, too much. Like, just move on. Simple as that. It doesn't serve you. If something does not serve you, then you don't need to continue worrying about it. So it's as simple as that. With repetition, with practice, with meditation. Again, meditation, bro, is absolute key. Please meditate. It's going to change your life. Even if you start for 2 minutes a day, just close your eyes. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Do that for 2 minutes a day, and then slowly but surely increase with time. That's all for today, folks. Have a good one, and I'll catch you on the next video. Peace.